Good afternoon. It is August 20th. It's hot out. It's about 92, 93, 80% humidity or so. I apologize for not showing the fan I installed. I'm doing a couple quick improvements and waterproofing the outside of this. This has been working great. Water heater. See, on both sides of the roof peak, I've got these vents to let the attic breathe. Well, yeah, they do let it breathe, but a lot of hot, sticky air gets trapped up there. And we've all seen the solar roof vent kits at Home Depot and Menards and stuff like that, but the damn things are like $300, $400 for a decent one. And they come with a little 15-watt panel and like a 150 CMF fan. I got a 50-watt panel I bought years back. That gets all kinds of purpose. It ends up being the floor heater for the chicken coop in the winter time, and in the summertime it's gonna get rotated up to the roof. And then I got one of these guys, a 6-inch universal radiator fan. There is 2 of these in this here solar box or generator box, and these move a ton of air. These are like 600 CFM, 600-800. I forget. It's quite a bit. They really move some air. So I will be. Well, that's already installed. I made a piece of plywood, got an 8-inch hole in it, installed that over there, siliconed it all tight so it's airproof, whatever. Not necessary, but it'll just, whatever. I'm OCD about stuff. And then screwed it down real tight. And I got a small hole drilled in the roof and a spool of wire. So it's already wired up. All I gotta do is climb up there, throw the solar panel on the roof, silicone my hole tight, and I'll probably prop a 2x6 or something. I would like the panel to sit level so it gets pretty equal sun as it, as the sun passes by. And right about now, this guy would be shading it, but it would still be getting the ambient light and still spinning, not full speed, but it would still be spinning, which isn't that big of a deal because most of the roof is shaded right now anyways. But for the real hot part of the day, that fan will be ripping. I tested it, it was actually in late evening sun. When I got home from work the other day, the sun was just starting to get down to the tree line, propped the panel up, and just touched the leads together quick, and whoo, it fired right up. So really excited about how much air it moves running just direct off of a solar panel. No battery, no controller, just hardwired straight to her. And the fans are reversible. I've got it set up where it's going to pull out this way. This is the hot side of the house, so I want to get all of that hot sucking back out this way. So, I'm going to grab the solar panel, get up on the roof. I'll show you that real quick. I'm not going back up in the attic. I'm sorry. Just picture the other side of that vent with wood framing and that fan. That's what it is. I was up there for about 2.5 minutes to stick it up there, silicone it in, and screw it into place as fast as I could, and I was just dripping, and I'm not going back up there. So we'll get her hooked up and maybe we can hear it running from the roof peak. Alright, check back in a bit. Alright, we're up on the roof. Here's my 50-watt solar panel. This is a Coleman. I bought this off the shelf at, I don't know, Menards or somewhere. Paid way too much for it. It's just a remarketed SunForce panel, but it is a true 50-watt panel. It's true polycrystalline, real 50 watts. I tested it multiple times, used it for a bunch of different stuff. On my heater for the chicken coop, I mounted on that 4x4 standing on the back, pointing south, and hardwire it to the heating coil that's poured into the floor. I poured 1.5 inches of cement in there, and that just runs direct. It heats up the floor during the day, and then the cement retains the heat through the evening. Panel, I don't know, is having some issues. That's why you can see the boxes open here, and the main leads out of the cells are exposed. Diodes, I don't know exactly what happened, but whatever, it wasn't working right, so I ripped it all apart, and then I just hardwired it straight to the leads. I'm not hooking this up to batteries or anything, you know, any kind of controllers or anything, so diodes don't make no difference to me. I don't need them in there. So here's my wire out. So you're just a tiny little hole there. And this is black silicone. Gush a little bit of that in there. You know, even gush a little bit more maybe. Make sure she's in there real good. Oh yeah, that looks good. Push it in a little bit, kind of smooth it over all the way around. Anytime you're putting holes in your roof, you know, want to seal it up right away, and use good silicone. Don't use crappy DAP. That's garbage. It'll peel and leak in a month. So our fan is just over the edge here, so I'm going to prop up this phone, and I'm going to basically just take the wires and maybe we'll be able to hear that fan running. I want to make sure I got my polarity right. I'm pretty sure the blue is negative, and the black is positive. So that would I believe this would be correct. Honestly, it was so hot down there in that attic, I was in quite the rush to get the hell out of there. So I really wasn't paying attention to my wires. I just wanted it connected, sealed, gave it a super quick heat shrink. So that's connected. Let's flip the panel over. And we'll stick it right here with brackets so it don't slide down on me. Sorry about the terrible camera work. Okay, I'll come around to this side. I can hear it. Oh yeah. Hear it? To be blowing out. I should have brought a lighter with me so I could confirm that. It's kind of hard to tell. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's blowing out. That is hot, hot, hot air coming out of there. That's probably 150 degrees. Awesome. Yep, that's gonna work good. Super cool. And again, I apologize for the terrible camera work here. I don't know if you can see that or not. She's running. That's fairly indirect light. So I'm gonna get this glued down to the roof and kind of propped up a little bit, best I can, and I'll check back when it's all done. Alrighty, there it is. X-nayed the board, wasn't stable. Managed to get an adjustable height on this. Better, I don't know, I didn't bring a level up, but I can see level pretty good. That's pretty damn level. Tree's got it shaded right now, but it's also got the bulk of the roof shaded. Can't tell if we're running. Yeah, it is. It's still blowing a little bit. Not a lot. While it's shaded. But it's still spinning. So it's still pulling something out. Oh, I got her done a little late in the day to be real effective. But tomorrow, I think I'll notice a difference. What was happening was this roof was getting so hot. And it's very poorly vented. It was getting the ceiling hot. Well, I've got ceiling fans in the main rooms, and that was just, you know, yeah, it was moving air, which feels comfortable, but it wasn't cooling anything down. It was raising the temperature of the house very fast as soon as the sun hit the roof, even though the windows and everything were closed. You know, we're totally off grid, so we don't do air conditioning here. We could, but it would murder the batteries, and I don't want to quadruple my solar array and my battery bank just to be able to run AC. That's very unimportant to us. You know, we stay cool other ways. Go swimming, go outside, hang out in the basement, you know, whatever. When sun sets, I've got window fans, powerful window fans that blow all the hot air out of the house that builds up through the day, and we let those run all the way till I get up in the morning, about 6, 7, just before I leave from work. I'll cut those off, close all the windows, blinds, and try to lock as much of that cool air that we pulled in through the evening. We can get her down to, you know, below 70 on a nice cool night. Even last night it stayed, you know, pretty warm outside. But you know, the house was 88 in the evening, and we got her down to 74. So that's a considerable difference. That's, you know, 14-degree difference. So in the way of comfort, that was way more comfortable, and we didn't exceed 83 today, just by getting the fans off in time and closing the house up. But even still, it started to rise just immediately as the sun got above those trees over there, and boom, hit the bulk of the roof. So I'm really hoping that this keeping that air moving through will make a big difference in overall comfort. And tomorrow it's supposed to be hot and humid and sunny, so we should be able to see what it did as far as sealing up my connections. This is not a permanent thing, like I already said. I'm going to take this apart probably another month and a half, end of September, coming into October when it starts dropping. So just use liquid electrical tape. I'll be able to peel that off, yank the wire, and just leave that lay through the winter until next spring, when I bring the solar panel back up and reinstall it. For the winter, I'll probably actually close my vents off, maybe just one of them, try and hold as much heat as I can in. But this liquid tape is awesome for just quick electrical weatherproofing. I like it more than heat shrink. It's not beautiful, but it really does work good. So I gotta safely get off of this ladder with a handful of tools, so I'm gonna cut this video out here. But thanks for watching, and take care. God bless you.